Hello students, in our previous lectures we have covered up our two chapters, that is chapter 1 and chapter 2. In chapter 1 we discussed about the different characteristics of Java and the features of Java, and in chapter 2 we discussed about various control statements, operators, arrays, and how we can write different programs using these operators, using these conditional statements, and how we can use typecasting, how we can use arrays, declaration. Okay, but in this chapter, that is chapter 3, we will discuss about the objects and classes. As you know that, what is an object? An object have states and behaviors. If we consider the real world, we can find many objects around us, such as cars, dogs, humans, and all these objects have a state and a behavior. If we consider a dog, then its state is named as breed, color, and the behavior is barking, wagging the tail, and running. If you compare the software object with a real world object, they have very similar characteristics. Software objects also have a state and a behavior. A software object has state stored in fields, behavior is shown by methods. So in software development, methods operate on the internal state of an object, and the object to object communication is done via methods. Then we will discuss about class. What is the class? As we have earlier discussed that a class can be defined as a template or blueprint that describes the behavior or state that the object of its type. Once class is defined, we can create a number of objects. So, while declaring class, what are the things that we require, we will discuss in this chapter. While declaring a class, it should start with the uppercase letters, or you can write in lowercase letters also, but remember it is case sensitive. It should be a noun such as color, button, system, thread, etc. Use appropriate words instead of acronyms in the class name. Okay, you have to write, as you can see in the example, a class is defined, is declared. That is public class employee. That employee is the class name followed by public class. Here the class is public. As you know that there are different types of access specifiers are there. That is public, private, and protected. But always remember that when you are using the first class, always use it public. Always make the class public. Inside the class, we can write different types of codes by using methods, by using main methods. Okay, you can write different types of code. Okay, what is a class in Java? As we discussed in earlier, a class is a group of objects which have common properties. It is a template or a blueprint from which objects are created. It is a logical entity. It can't be physical. Remember, it can't be a physical entity. Like dog, cats, this belongs to an animal of class animal. Okay, these are the classes, class animal. They are the physical quantity, but here these are not the physical quantities. These are logical entities. Okay, what does a class contain? A class contains fields, methods, constructors, blocks, nested class, and interface. As we will study later, about these things. Now we will just know how to declare the class name and how to declare the fields and the methods in a class. This is the syntax of class, where you can be able to write the class name, fields are the variables with the data types. There are different types of variables available in class in Java that we will discuss later. And there are methods. Different types of methods are there. Static method, main method, and types of methods are there which we will discuss in our course while doing the class. Next, what are the concepts and syntax of methods? Always remember, it should start with lowercase letters. Okay, it should start with lowercase letters, means lowercase alphabets. It should be a verb such as main, print, println. Always remember, the method contains system.out.println that we have already discussed in our previous class to print the messages. If the name contains multiple words, start with the lowercase letter followed by an uppercase letter such as action P performed. Then you have to write like that as you move later in your code. Okay, that is, you can see the program. This is a class where I have declared a method that is void draw, and within the method I will write different types of codes. Okay, where I will write to add a number or to draw a picture. Different types of codes I can write in the method draw. Okay, here draw is a method and employee is a class. Remember it. Next, how we can define a method? A method is a block of code or collection of statements or a set of code grouped together to perform a certain task or operation. Remember it. While writing the method, you have to remember that what are the things that you are going to involve in that method. That is the main thing. Means, what are the objectives behind the method declaration? How you can able to define that codes inside a method, or how the objectives required to declare the method and the codes that will be executed inside that method have a good type of knowledge. What are the types of methods are there? There are two types of method, that is predefined method and user defined method. Okay. Once the method is written, it can be used again and again, due to which it is achieved the reusability of the code. Once the method is written, it can be used many times. Important method in Java is the main method, where the execution starts. Always remember, the execution starts from the main method. Later, we will discuss about different types of method, that is predefined method and user defined methods. Okay, thank you.